200 fun facts that'll actually make your life better. 171. Mosquitoes are the world's deadliest animal. Because of the fact that they spread many blood-borne diseases such as malaria, dengue fever and the West Nile virus, they are responsible for the deaths of millions of people each year. 172. Farm-raised salmon are dyed pink. The normal color of farm-raised salmon is actually gray. Salmon farmers add a chemical called canthaxanthin to their food to dye their meat pink. Canthaxanthin is linked to retinal damage in humans. 173. If you fell into a volcano, you'd float on the lava instead of melting. This is because the molten goose density is so thick that you would just land on it and float until you burst into flames. 174. The average person produces about half a pint of sweat each day from their feet. With 250,000 sweat glands, it's no surprise that feet are one of the body's sweatiest parts. 175. Pigs are very smart animals. They are smarter than dogs, they can solve puzzles better than chimpanzees, and they have some of the best long-term memories known in animals. In fact, pigs are considered as the world's fifth smartest animal. 176. It takes 600 cows to make one season's worth of NFL footballs. The Wilson Sporting Goods Company in Ohio has been the NFL football supplier since 1941 and makes more than 2 million footballs of different types each year. 177. Prisoners at Alcatraz were given the luxury of hot showers. This was a comfort not often given to prisoners in many prisons at the time. However, the management at Alcatraz afforded their prisoners hot showers to stop them from becoming acclimatized to cold water, which would aid their escape from the island. 178. You can get a McDonald's Gold Card that entitles you to free food for life. Amongst the members of this very exclusive club are Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. Another man with a gold card is everyday hero Charles Ramsey, who ditched his half-eaten Big Mac to rescue 3 kidnapped women. 179. The German government thanked David Bowie for helping break down the Berlin Wall. This was because Bowie's iconic performance of his hit song Heroes was hailed as a catalyst to the Berlin Wall being demolished. Upon his death in 2016, the German government issued a statement thanking David Bowie for helping bring down the wall. 180. The compound used to make dynamite is used for treating heart problems. Nitroglycerin, the thing dynamite is made from, is used to treat problems like lack of blood flow to the heart.
181. Sometimes earthquakes naturally cause lights to appear. Previously believed to be caused by birds, planes, and sometimes UFOs, these natural lights are actually caused by the electrical properties of certain rocks in certain settings. 182. Nikola Tesla once paid for a hotel bill with a death ray. As most people know, Nikola Tesla was a genius and dirt poor. So when his hotel bill was overdue, he gave the employees a death beam contained in a box. He told employees not to open the box due to the danger, so it was forgotten about. When it was rediscovered and opened, it contained only old, harmless electrical parts. 183. Freddie Mercury designed the Queen logo himself. The frontman and performer extraordinaire was also a talented graphic designer, having a degree in the subject. He made the Queen crest as a compilation of the zodiac symbols of all 4 members. 184. The world's biggest epidemic started in America and killed over 100 million people. Starting in 1918, this pandemic claimed the lives of more people than both the war deaths of World War I and II. It is largely unknown and largely unreported at the time due to the Sedition Act and to keep up public morale. 185. The Empire State Building cost nearly 1/3 less than budgeted. The original cost of the project was supposed to be $60 million, but it actually only cost $40,948,900 to construct. 186. Cats don't naturally meow. Meowing is an addition to a cat's vocabulary made almost entirely to communicate with humans. 187. David Hasselhoff has a crab named after him. The deep-sea Hoff crab is so named because it has a dense covering of sooty on its shell, which looks like David Hasselhoff's hairy chest. 188. Ernest Hemingway loved cats. He had a polydactyl cat called Snow White, and his old house in Florida is now a museum full of about 40 to 50 descendants of Snow White. 189. Despite only being 3% of your body weight, the brain consumes about 20% of your calorie intake. This 20% energy usage is only for regular functionees, and doesn't account for mental activities like studying or doing puzzles. 190. Crows can hold grudges against specific individual people. Crows can very easily distinguish humans apart from each other, whereas humans find it nearly impossible to tell crows apart. 191. A goat called William Windsor served as a lance corporal in the British Army. William Billy Windsor was part of the 1st Battalion Infantry Unit of the Royal Welsh between 2001 and 2009. He was briefly demoted to Fusilier after unacceptable behavior at the Queen's official birthday celebrations, before regaining his rank as Lance Corporal. 192. Early helicopters had wooden rotor blades. This was because, before the invention of fiberglass, wood was used to the fact that it was lightweight, strong and resistant to fatigue. 193. Tomato ketchup has lost of health benefits. It reduces the risk of prostate cancer, increases sperm count, cuts cholesterol, and improves your eyesight. 194. On Saturn's largest moon, Titan, a person could fly by attaching wings to their arms. This is because the atmosphere is so thick and the gravity is so low, that if you flapped wings attached to your arms you could fly like a bird. 195. Research shows that everyone has up to 6 doppelgangers. It has even been found that people of different genders can be doppelgangers of each other. Furthermore, there is only 9% chance that you will meet one of your doppelgangers in your lifetime. 196. Canada has the world's smallest jail. Located in Rodney, Ontario, this teeny tiny jail is only 15 feet by 19 feet and only contains 2 cells. 197. Popcorn is the healthiest cinema snack and has serious health benefits. Eating popcorn builds bone, muscle, and tissue, as well as aiding digestion and being good for your teeth. 198. You can have your ashes turned into a firework. There is global company called Heavens Above Fireworks who perform the task of turning you into a firework once you die, so you can go out with a bang. 199. Russia defrosted some prehistoric worms, and 2 woke up. Collected from the permafrost in the Arctic, the 2 worms were among 300 defrosted for analysis in 2018. After they thawed out, 2 of the worms started moving and eating. One is 32,000 years old, and the other is 41,700 years old. 200. A 12-year-old French boy once faked his kidnapping to get out of going to the dentist. After being found in a village 100 miles from his home, the young boy lied to the police and said he'd been kidnapped, even going so far as to describe his kidnapper's distinctive cheek scar. After the police searched for a month and re-questioned the boy, he confessed to faking it to get out of a dentist appointment.